if you want a better option, I'd say follow yourself, because that's the only thing you truly know exists.
Oh, really? Well, let me tell you why I don't agree with you. Because this self does a lot of good at times, but this self at other times does a bunch of evil.
Okay.
Sin.
Yeah.
I'd be an idiot to put my faith in myself ultimately. But Jesus Christ, he never sinned. He lived a sinless life. In fact, he bled and died on a cross, forgiving the people I would have cursed. To their face, you idiots, nailing me to a wooden crossbeam. But he didn't. He taught an incredibly high ethical standard, love your enemy, and then he lived it out. Man, that demands respect. And then he died and rose from the dead. Sir, you die and rise from the dead, I promise I'll listen very carefully to everything you have to say.
I would hope you would.
Thank you.
I would hope.
Thank you.
I mean, because that's a pretty miraculous thing to happen.
Exactly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Stuart, what do you think?
Well, it's problematic what you just said. When it comes to living for yourself, that's exactly what any good sociologist would say our culture is turning into. A culture of self-assertion. What do you get with a culture of self-assertion? You brought up psychology. When I was getting my master's in psychology, we talked about client-centered psychology and how it's all about just fixing you. Don't worry about your marriage. Don't worry about your children. Just focus on yourself. And that turns into an incredible type of egoism.
Of course.
What does it lead to also? What are the ramifications? You all, if you go by that type of philosophy, will live by cancel culture. You'll live by a big one. Don't forgive other people. Completely. If they strike you once, do away with them completely, because I'm living for myself. I'm not self-sacrificing. I'm living for a culture of self-assertion. That's why you can't live for yourself.
Your self-assertion might be to live for other people.
Your self-assertion...
Humans are naturally communalistic.
It's just grammatical.
Us as tribes, we function together. Like, one human cannot take down a tiger. 6 humans can take down a tiger. We're naturally supposed to work together.
Agreed.
So I don't think that the nature of sin is within our fallible humanness. I believe it's in our success. I believe it's because there are 7 billion people on this planet, and anybody could feasibly do anything that they necessarily wanted.
Do you think the ramifications from an evolutionary standpoint, the strong eating the weak, do you think that fits in better with your emotional world and your lived experience? Does it make more sense from a theological perspective of there's a ton of sin in there, or from strictly a fatalistic, naturalistic perspective, which just says there's no injustice in that? It's just how the world works. What